We've all been there staring at our PS5, knowing it's capable of something truly generation-defining, yet still waiting for that 1 year. Well, stop waiting. 2026 is officially the year the PS5 finally hits its maximum potential, delivering the high-fidelity, ambitious experiences we bought the console for. This isn't just another batch of cross-gen fillers. This is where the new generation finally shines, pushing technical and creative boundaries. Are you ready to see what happens when the PS5 is truly unleashed? We've compiled the 20 incredible games officially confirmed for 2026 that prove the wait is finally over. Have you ever wondered what a true M-rated current-gen Wolverine game would actually look like? Well, we're about to find out, and the anticipation is already electric. Insomniac Games is known for delivering fluid, kinetic action, and the expectation here is a combat system built entirely around Logan's ferocity and his signature adamantium claws. Forget button mashing. This game promises a system that makes you feel the sheer weight and devastating speed of every attack, rewarding players who truly embrace the brutal, regenerative nature of the character. But here's where it gets interesting. The promise of a healing mechanic that isn't just a visual gimmick, but a core part of the gameplay loop. We're expecting stunning visual fidelity that showcases the consequences of combat, seeing Logan shredded, only to immediately snap back into form. It's not just about hacking and slashing, it's about a deep character-driven narrative that finally gives the famed X-Man the mature, high-stakes story he deserves. The game is banking on the studio's reputation for tight controls and stellar storytelling, delivering a package that elevates the superhero genre yet again. From the moment the first roar hits your soundbar, you know this is a premium experience. Marvel's Wolverine is set to be a masterclass in aggressive, focused action, a premium adult adventure that finally delivers on the dream of playing as the best there is at what he does. Forget everything you think you know about survival horror, because Reanimal is twisting the genre into a truly unsettling new shape. This game isn't just about jump scares and dark hallways, it's about a persistent, unnerving dread built into its core mechanics. The primary hook revolves around a dynamic ecosystem, where the grotesque creatures react to environmental changes and even the decay of the game world itself. You're not just fighting monsters, you're fighting an environment that is constantly evolving against you. You know that moment in horror games when you feel safe after clearing a room? Not here. Resource management is brutal, forcing you to make agonizing choices about conservation versus confrontation, and the crafting system is rumored to be one of the most involved and consequential in recent memory. And here's the kicker. The level design is said to be non-linear and labyrinthine, encouraging exploration while punishing recklessness. Reanimal appears to be a demanding, high-quality challenge that aims to redefine the terror space with its mechanical depth and unrelenting atmosphere. If you're looking for a horror experience that demands strategic thinking and rewards true mastery of its complex survival systems, this is the one to watch. It's a game that promises to stick with you long after you've put the DualSense controller down. Wait, a Halo game on the PS5? While the logistics are a little murky, the promise of this title has the entire community buzzing. If this rumored entry delivers, it will be a monumental moment for console gamers. The focus here is a complete, narrative-driven experience that strips back the open-world elements of recent entries to focus on tight, classic, boots-on-the-ground sci-fi warfare. The name suggests a return to the foundational excellence of the franchise's campaign design, emphasizing epic set pieces and a focused Master Chief story. The chatter suggests we're getting a gorgeous, high-performance visual overhaul, delivering the signature sci-fi aesthetic with a current-gen sheen. Imagine the classic sandbox combat, the tight balance of weapons, grenades, and melee, but running flawlessly at a high frame rate, leveraging the PS5's power for massive-scale battles without any stutter. It's a hypothetical power fantasy built on nostalgia, but with a mechanical refinement that feels thoroughly modern. This is less about breaking new ground and more about perfecting the formula that made Halo an icon in the first place. For PS5 owners, this could represent a chance to finally experience one of gaming's most celebrated campaigns, but completely reimagined and optimized for their platform. Halo Campaign Evolved is a high-octane spectacle promising an essential piece of video game history, polished and ready for a new generation of players. Dragon Quest is synonymous with grand, sweeping JRPG adventures, and Dragon Quest VII Reimagined looks poised to be the most ambitious graphical and mechanical update the series has ever seen. The Reimagined moniker isn't just a simple upscaling, it points towards a complete modernization of the beloved classic. We're expecting a vibrant, art-style-driven world that explodes with detail, marrying the iconic character designs with truly stunning environmental depth, making exploration feel like walking through a meticulously crafted painting. The core time-traveling mechanic is legendary, offering a storyline that constantly shifts and evolves the world map, and this updated version is rumored to streamline the grind while preserving the immense multi-era content. You know that feeling when an RPG's scope becomes overwhelming? The hope here is a refined quality of life that keeps the decades-long journey engaging, backed up by a deep turn-based combat system that introduces modern strategic layers without losing its traditional charm. With a massive amount of playtime guaranteed and a story that spans centuries and continents, this is the definition of value for money. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined is promising hundreds of hours of classic JRPG goodness, delivering an unparalleled sense of discovery and a heartwarming narrative that will consume your entire year. It's an essential package for RPG fans craving depth and duration. The Resident Evil franchise has become the gold standard for survival horror remakes, and Resident Evil Requiem is set to be the next terrifying chapter. While details are scarce, the title suggests a deeply somber, narrative-focused experience, potentially tying together loose ends from previous games in a dark, atmospheric bow. The core gameplay is expected to stick to the over-the-shoulder perspective that made the modern series so successful, but with an increased focus on psychological horror and resource scarcity. What makes this exciting is the rumored push into next-level environmental storytelling. Imagine a level of graphical fidelity where every shadow, every dripping pipe, and every meticulously detailed zombie is rendered to maximize tension. The mechanical depth will likely come from enhanced enemy AI that is smarter, more adaptive, and capable of truly ambushing the player, forcing reliance on precision and tactical retreats over pure firepower. This is a premium horror experience that consistently delivers on its promise of dread and high-stakes combat. Every shot matters, every corner is a potential threat, and the narrative stakes are guaranteed to be high. Resident Evil Requiem promises a perfectly paced, deeply unsettling adventure, a must-buy for anyone seeking a truly polished and genuinely scary single-player experience. Ready for a complete shift in tone? Monster Hunter Stories Twisted Reflection is rumored to take the charming turn-based RPG spin-off and add a much darker, almost gothic visual layer. This isn't just about riding cute monsters or monsties, it's about a narrative that explores the ethical complexity of bonding with these massive creatures. The Twisted Reflection suggests a story where the line between hunter and monster is heavily blurred, raising the stakes significantly from previous entries. The mechanical hook remains the deep elemental-focused turn-based combat, but with rumored enhancements to the Kinship Stone system. We expect a more intricate gene-splicing mechanic, allowing for truly customized, hybrid monsties with unique ability combinations. You know that satisfaction when you breed the perfect Pokémon? This is that, but scaled up to Elder Dragon proportions. The game promises an absolutely massive world to explore, featuring stunning, high-fantasy environments rendered with an incredible level of fidelity that truly brings the scale of the monsters to life. This is a game that delivers on content and charm, making it a stellar choice for JRPG enthusiasts who want depth, customization, and a narrative that pulls a few emotional punches. If you're looking for a game that blends blisteringly fast character action with deep, loot-driven progression, get ready for Beast of Reincarnation. This title has been generating buzz due to its rumored combat system, which allegedly combines the speed of Devil May Cry with the intricate, customizable build variety of a massive ARPG. The core mechanic revolves around temporary transformations into various mythical beasts, each dramatically altering your moveset and opening up dynamic combat possibilities. What truly sets this apart is the progression. We're talking about a dizzying array of weapon and armor drops, plus a complex skill tree that lets you synergize human abilities with your beast powers. And here's where it gets exciting. The boss fights are rumored to be multi-stage spectacles, forcing players to master multiple beast forms just to survive. Failure is guaranteed, but the drive to return, refine your build, and overcome these monumental challenges is the key to its long-term value. Beast of Reincarnation promises a high-octane experience that rewards mastery and dedicated build crafting. It's an incredibly deep action title that offers infinite replayability for those who love perfecting their combat rhythm and maximizing their DPS. Prepare for hours of exhilarating, demanding, and visually spectacular action. Remember the days of fixed camera angles, tank controls, and brutal samurai action? Onimusha, Way of the Sword is rumored to be bringing that iconic Capcom flavor back, but with a modern cinematic twist. The central promise here is a return to a focused, linear action-adventure structure where atmosphere and tight, parry-heavy swordplay reign supreme. This won't be an open-world sandbox, it will be a meticulously crafted gauntlet of demon-slaying intensity. The rumored combat system is expected to lean heavily into precise timing, emphasizing the INSANE critical counterattack mechanic that defined the original series. It's a high-risk, high-reward system that makes every successful parry feel like a genuine accomplishment. You know that satisfying clink when you perfectly deflect a massive blow? Expect a whole game built around that feeling, backed by stunning feudal Japan environments rendered with modern graphical power. This title is appealing to both veterans craving that classic action rhythm and newcomers looking for a focused, mature, and demanding adventure. Onimusha Way of the Sword is shaping up to be a tight, compelling package that delivers immense value through its highly refined combat and dense, dark, atmospheric design. It's a premium slice of samurai action that justifies the hype. From the team that mastered cinematic storytelling comes Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra, a gritty, narrative-driven action game set during the peak of World War II. The unique setting and focus on early versions of Marvel heroes, possibly including a young Captain America and other lesser-known wartime vigilantes, is its biggest strength. This is not the clean, colorful MCU, it's a muddy, dark, and politically charged thriller, grounded in historical espionage and high-stakes superhero action. Gameplay is rumored to be a mix of stealth, methodical third-person combat, and light puzzle solving, emphasizing cooperation and character switching between the diverse cast. The true value, however, lies in its cinematic presentation. We're expecting groundbreaking facial animations and set-piece direction that makes every cutscene feel like a big-budget war film. And here's the hook. The story is promised to have branching paths that alter the fate of key characters and even the outcome of certain battles. Marvel 1943, Rise of Hydra is a premium, story-focused experience that leverages the PS5's power for unparalleled visual storytelling. If you prioritize deep narrative, incredible character work, and a unique take on the superhero genre, this high-production adventure is a definite must-play that delivers an impact far beyond its runtime. MUDANG, Two Hearts is easily one of the most intriguing titles on this list, promising a visually striking action RPG deeply rooted in Korean folklore and shamanic spiritualism. The game's aesthetic is its first draw, a haunting blend of traditional hanbok designs, ethereal spirits, and gritty realism, creating an atmosphere unlike anything else on the console. This is a game that looks like moving concept art. Mechanically, the game is rumored to feature a unique Two Hearts system, allowing the player to seamlessly switch between the physical world and a shadowy spirit realm mid-combat. This dual-layer fighting and exploration system promises tactical depth as enemies and pathways shift depending on which reality you occupy. You know that moment when a new mechanic fundamentally changes how you view the environment? That's the feeling this game aims for. The value here comes from the cultural richness and innovative design. It's a fresh voice in the RPG space, offering a challenging combat system, complex lore, and a narrative that is both personal and mythological. MUDANG, Two Hearts is set to be a beautifully crafted, mechanically ambitious title that offers a unique and profoundly rewarding journey for those looking for something genuinely new. Prepare to dive back into a world of intense, vampiric action RPG combat with Code Vein 2. The first game was celebrated for its stylish anime aesthetic and its challenging, Souls-like combat loop, and the sequel is rumored to ramp up the mechanical complexity significantly. The core appeal remains the intricate blood code system, allowing for flexible class switching and ability customization on the fly, but expect a massive expansion on the available codes and the depth of their synergistic possibilities. The environment design is where the PS5 truly shines here. Imagine vast, crumbling cathedrals and deeply realized post-apocalyptic zones rendered with stunning graphical fidelity. The rumored boss fights are expected to be multi-phase spectacles, requiring players to fully utilize their blood code combinations, and the updated buddy system, which reportedly offers more strategic, customizable AI partners. This is a game built for those who love high-stakes, demanding action paired with deep character customization and a distinctive visual style. Code Vein 2 promises a substantial, satisfying experience that rewards mastery and dedicated build crafting, making it an excellent return on investment for fans of challenging action RPGs. Crimson Desert is the next massive contender in the open-world action RPG space, and its sheer scope and technical ambition are what make it a must-watch. Developed by Pearl Abyss, this game is aiming for a level of graphical photorealism and detailed environmental rendering that will truly showcase the PS5's capabilities, delivering a vibrant, sprawling fantasy world filled with diverse biomes and dynamic weather systems. The gameplay is rumored to focus heavily on fast-paced, physics-driven combat that demands skillful parrying and precise weapon handling. Unlike many open-world titles, the combat system here looks to be as deep as a focused action game, ensuring that the hundreds of hours of exploration are backed by satisfying, challenging encounters. And here's the game changer. The world is said to feature a dynamic mercenary system, allowing players to build and manage their own company, adding a layer of strategic depth to the overall adventure. This is the kind of massive, high-production title that defines a console generation. Crimson Desert promises an epic journey with near-limitless content, offering a breathtaking world to explore, complex systems to master, and a combat experience that is both demanding and deeply rewarding. If you want a fantasy epic, this is it. The moment Pragmata was revealed, it immediately sparked curiosity, and the mystery surrounding it has only grown since. From Capcom, this game appears to be a surreal, atmospheric sci-fi adventure that prioritizes narrative immersion and unique world-building over raw action. Rumors suggest a gameplay loop that heavily integrates physics-based puzzles and environmental interaction, utilizing the DualSense controller's features for truly tactile and immersive feedback. The value proposition here is pure innovation. Pragmata looks like a truly next-gen experience, leveraging the PS5's speed and graphical pipeline to create a world that defies conventional expectations. Imagine being on a desolate, future dystopian Earth, grappling with strange technologies and even stranger entities. The rumored focus on emotional storytelling and bizarre, memorable set pieces suggests a focused, premium adventure that delivers huge impact. Pragmata is for the player who craves something completely new, offering a highly polished, mysterious, and visually stunning journey. While it may not be the longest game on the list, its conceptual uniqueness and high-fidelity presentation are guaranteed to make it one of the most talked-about games of 2026. Who says massive, high-value experiences can't be lighthearted? LEGO Batman: The Legacy of the Dark Knight is rumored to be the most ambitious title yet from the Traveler's Tales team, expanding the scope far beyond Gotham. The premise suggests a multi-generational storyline, allowing players to control not only Bruce Wayne but also characters like Nightwing, Batgirl, and even an elderly Batman, offering a massive roster of unique abilities and suits. The key mechanical appeal, as always, is the sheer amount of content. We're talking hundreds of playable characters, dozens of open-world hub zones across the DC universe, and the reliably fun drop-in/drop-out co-op gameplay. You know the addictive loop of smashing everything to collect studs and unlock a new silly character? That core loop is perfected here, backed by a genuinely hilarious and engaging original story that celebrates the character's history. This game offers guaranteed value and replayability for gamers of all ages. LEGO Batman: The Legacy of the Dark Knight is a massive, entertaining package that blends smart level design with endless customization and humor, making it an automatic purchase for fans of accessible, content-rich adventures. The promise of a truly immersive, next-generation James Bond origin story is what makes 007 First Light so compelling. Rumors suggest this will be a focused, narrative-driven action game with heavy emphasis on stealth, gadget use, and slick, first-person gunplay, leaning into the espionage fantasy rather than simply being a shooter. The First Light suggests an era-defining moment for the character, exploring his transition into the iconic agent. The visual quality is expected to be breathtaking, rendering exotic international locations and high-tech spy gadgets with stunning detail. Mechanically, the game is rumored to feature a deep improvisation system, rewarding players for non-lethal takedowns, environmental kills, and clever use of Bond's signature equipment. You know that cinematic moment when Bond barely escapes a tight situation using nothing but his wits? The gameplay aims to put that power in your hands. 007. First Light is shaping up to be a premium, high-impact adventure that offers immense value through its superb production quality and focused, intelligent design. It's an essential acquisition for anyone craving a polished, stylish, and engaging spy thriller experience. If the intersection of brutal dark fantasy, demanding combat, and high-stakes supernatural drama sounds appealing, then the Blood of Dawnwalker should be at the top of your 2026 list. This rumored title is aiming for the kind of dense, interconnected level design and punishing difficulty curve that fans of challenging action RPGs crave. The key mechanic is its risk-reward system centered on an escalating blood meter, which grants powerful abilities but risks overwhelming the player with permanent character debuffs. The visual style is rumored to be a gorgeous blend of gothic horror and high fantasy grime, pushing the PS5 to render colossal, terrifying bosses and incredibly detailed, crumbling environments. You know that feeling when a fight is so intense your palms sweat? This game promises to deliver that adrenaline rush consistently, rewarding players who master the precise dodge and parry windows with immense power. The Blood of Dawnwalker is shaping up to be a substantial, dark, and highly demanding adventure. It promises immense mechanical depth and a truly satisfying journey of overcoming overwhelming odds, making it a stellar choice for players who prioritize challenge and atmospheric density over accessibility. Saros is the title on this list that leans hardest into the sci-fi sandbox RPG genre. This massive, sprawling experience is rumored to deliver an unparalleled sense of cosmic scale, allowing players to explore dozens of unique procedurally generated planets, each with its own ecosystem, political climate, and mysterious alien ruins. This isn't just space travel, it's genuine exploration with a ship customization system rumored to be one of the deepest ever created. The core gameplay loop combines first-person exploration, vehicular combat, and a deep dialogue system that lets you choose your path as a mercenary, diplomat, or scientist. And here's the crucial element. The narrative is said to be completely player-driven, with consequences that ripple across star systems, creating personalized, galaxy-spanning conflicts. Think of the sheer volume of content and the freedom to craft your own space opera. Saros is a pure volume play, offering countless hours of replayability, customization, and discovery. It promises to be a true next-generation sandbox RPG, delivering the sense of infinite possibility that only the best sci-fi epics can provide. If you want a game to lose yourself in for 100 hours, this is the one. Does this even need an introduction? Grand Theft Auto C is undoubtedly the most anticipated game of the decade, and its arrival in 2026 is expected to shatter every technical and sales record. The PS5 version is guaranteed to be the definitive console experience, leveraging the system's power to render the massive, detailed, and incredibly dynamic world of Vice City. We're talking about an unprecedented level of graphical fidelity and NPC intelligence that truly makes the city feel alive. The mechanical evolution is rumored to focus heavily on the DualSense controller, using haptic feedback to convey everything from the roar of a muscle car engine to the subtle tension of aiming a weapon. The value here isn't just the main story, it's the sheer breadth of content from a massive reactive open world to the inevitably deep and constantly evolving online component. You know you'll spend countless hours just existing in this world, and that's the magic of GTA. Grand Theft Auto C is the definition of a generation-defining purchase. It's an enormous, technically groundbreaking package that will deliver years of content and set the new standard for open-world design and immersion. It's the ultimate statement piece for the PS5. For players who believe that true action RPG mastery requires lightning-fast reflexes and encyclopedic knowledge of weapon combos, Nioh 3 is the high-octane samurai fantasy you've been waiting for. Team Ninja's signature demanding combat returns, focusing on the incredibly deep stance system and the satisfying key pulse mechanic, but rumors suggest a streamlined loot system to focus more on combat precision and less on inventory management. The PS5 integration is key here. Expect blistering frame rates and near-instant loading times, ensuring that the brutal trial-and-error nature of the game is never slowed down by technology. The rumored introduction of new yokai abilities and a greater emphasis on weapon customization promises even more build variety than before. You know that unparalleled rush of perfectly executing a complex chain of high and low stance attacks? Nioh 3 is built entirely around that feeling. This game is a pure, dense, and infinitely replayable action experience. Nioh 3 promises a vast amount of challenging content and an incredibly polished combat system that rewards dedication like almost no other game on the console, making it essential for hardcore action enthusiasts. Closing out our list is Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet, a visually spectacular first-person shooter that blends deep narrative with satisfying weight-of-the-gun mechanics. Set in a collapsing interstellar empire, the game promises a narrative that deals with moral ambiguity and religious fervor in the cold vacuum of space, giving the combat meaningful context. The gameplay hook is the rumored Weapon Prophet system, where your arsenal evolves based on your playstyle, essentially building a relationship with your firearms that unlocks unique, powerful abilities. Expect stunning graphical effects that make every laser blast and explosive decompression feel immense and tactile. The value here comes from the tightly scripted, high-tension levels and the deep lore that encourages multiple playthroughs to uncover all the narrative secrets. Intergalactic. The Heretic Prophet is shaping up to be a premium story-driven FPS that focuses on intense action and deep world building. It offers a refined cinematic experience that is guaranteed to impress with its technical polish and engaging, high-stakes combat scenarios. So there you have it. 2026 is not just a good year for the PS5, it is the year this console truly delivers on its generational promise. Whether you crave the hundreds of hours offered by GTA 6, the refined mastery of Nioh 3, or the technical spectacle of Marvel's Wolverine, this list proves the high-value experiences are finally arriving. Let us know in the comments which game you think will offer the absolute biggest bang for your buck next year. If you enjoyed this look at the future of PS5, make sure to subscribe and drop a like, and check out our next video for even more confirmed highlights. The golden age of the PS5 has finally arrived.